deranged and delusional.
Deranged gunmen rocked the nation after they opened fire on a Catholic school in Minneapolis, slaughtering 2 children and injuring at least 17 others on August 27th. Robin Westman opened fire through the stained glass windows of a church at the Annunciation Catholic School before committing suicide. But who was Robin Westman? Here's what we know so far. 23-year-old Robin Westman, formerly Robert Westman, has been identified as a transgender woman from Minnesota. Westman applied to change names from Robert.
And this is where all the lunacy of actually attempting to appease individuals by allowing their delusion to be vindicated by actually going along with it. This individual obviously was born a male, will forever be a male, a deranged human being who attempted to gender appropriate before he went on and did this mass killing, gender appropriate being a female. He was born a male, he would die a male, he is forever a male. He may be homosexual, nothing wrong with that, but he could never be a trans woman. No human being that was born a biological male with the organs, sexual organs of a male can be a female. And the proper pronoun for males are he, man, men, sir, etc. The proper pronouns for biologically born women or females are girl, woman, lady, etc. We have to stop conflating these things, trying to be somewhat inclusive. No, these are homosexual individuals. His name is Robert. It has never been Robert. He is a man. He will always be a man. And he did what men normally do who are deranged. They go and kill little kids. And the bigger thing is this. Why is it that, for those of you who are religious, why is it that the God that's in the sky that you claim has his pulse on everything that is happening, can passively stay away or aggressively intervene? Why does this God never intervene when it comes to the slaughtering of children in the places that are supposed to worship? And not just children. When we hark back to the South Carolina church shooting where a deranged white racist individual, I forget his name, went in and slaughtered all those individuals in South Carolina in the church. Again, this goes to a bigger idea. First of all, no one is safe in America, no matter where you are. There is no one coming to save you, no one going to intervene that is not on this planet Earth and actively preventing these things. This is egregious. Children should not have to die in this way and be traumatized for life because you are lax and that you believe, or you have them believing, that they're in a safe space due to the religious affiliation. There are no safe places in America in public, especially when it comes to these schools and or these churches. You have to wake up and do the right thing and actually start putting a perimeter around these places, especially schools, because this will continue to happen. And it appears to be largely a white male phenomenon. Now, those of you who are racist or who race betas, the Nick Fuentes, most of these individuals who come off of Fox, the Megyn Kellys, the Patrick Bet-David, who did a disgraceful thing by allowing to platform Benjamin Netanyahu. I would not watch PBD podcast any longer. He has been leaning towards being an Israeli apologist while trying to really act as if he's, I'm talking about Patrick Bet-David, trying to act as if he's pretty much neutral. He's not neutral. Again, you platform a individual who's actually committing a genocide. You are not in any way neutral. You're trying to allow him to feed the propaganda and to convince individuals that they are not committing a genocide. They are committing a genocide, and they have committed a genocide. And it says that over 83% of those who've been killed have been civilians in Gaza. So why would you platform an animal like that? He's disgusting. And Patrick Bet-David, for allowing this to happen on a very popular podcast, he's actually promoting the propaganda of a genocidal maniac. But now let's come back to and wrap up this, put a bow on this Robert dude that many of you will call Robin. His name is Robert. He was never a Robin, and he was a coward, and he took out innocent children, and he wounded many of them, killed 2 of them, and wounded adults as well. These individuals, just because you claim that you are something doesn't mean that you are that. You have allowed individuals and you have platformed delusion and given it a backing when it has no backing in nature. You have 2 types of human beings when it comes to sexuality. All this other mess is made up. You have heterosexuals, which is the only, hear me out, the only sexuality that is necessary for the survival of the human species, meaning it's the only natural functioning of a human organism, male and female, is to be heterosexual. Now you have homosexuality that is an alternative to the natural state of the sexual expression of the male and female human organism. And that's your choice if you want to be homosexual. But you can never be a biologically born male and transition into a trans woman. This is a ludicrous type of discussion. Doesn't happen. It isn't. You are a male who happen to be homosexual. You're not a female. You're not a woman, which is the proper pronoun for the biologically born female. You will forever be a male. And that is what it is. You can be homosexual. You have every right to be, if that's your choice. But like I said before, the only natural sexuality for the survival of the species is heterosexuality. Everything else can be done away with. Heterosexuality, you do away with that, the human species will slow to a halt and eventually cease to exist. So again, this guy, Robert, very disgusting human being, and it seems to be that white young males want to kill up as many individuals as they can, children and women, in these safe places. So is this white culture, just like many of you would like to say that everything that these individuals who are egregious individuals in the black community who go around and commit crimes and murder and things of that nature, you label that as black culture. That is not black culture. That is a subset of detrimental behavior that individuals in the black community are engaged in. Just as this, I'm sure you won't name that white culture, although it happens pretty often, almost every year, every other year, when it comes to these mass shootings of innocent kids in schools by white males. Is that white culture? No. So stop blaming or saying all that stuff about black culture when you want to relate it and point it to these egregious behaviors that these black individuals are engaged in. And make no mistake about it, those individuals are egregious. Their behavior is egregious. The culture is egregious, but it is not black culture. It is a culture that degenerate individuals who happen to be black may engage in. Just like the school shootings is a culture of degenerate individuals who engage in, that degenerate individuals engage in, who happen to be white most of the time. So again, let's not continue to play these word games and show off your racial bias when it comes to black criminality and not white criminality. All criminality is egregious, no matter who's committing the crimes. Have a beautiful day. Sending you peace, love, and always respect. Like, subscribe, comment. Have a beautiful day. Peace.